Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Claudia here. Oh my god guys, happy new year. I haven't seen you since last year. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I had to. But speaking of last year, right before the holidays, I decided to do something I had never done before, which is do Instacart full time. I don't know why I had never tried it. I guess it's because my main focus is YouTube. So I do Instacart as a part-time job kind of, but I was just curious to see how much I could make if I worked full-time hours, and that's what I did. And guess how much I made in 1 week? 37 hours exactly. Guess how much I made? Over $1,000. Can you believe that? It was actually pretty surprising. I didn't know I could make so much from it. And like I said, it was only 37 hours. It's not like I was working overtime or more than a regular person. No, I was literally working a regular 9-to-5 job, let's say. And yeah, what? If you compare that to a regular job, like a minimum wage job or anything, that is very impressive. Mainly because you're able to control your own hours and schedule and everything. So I've been really liking Instacart lately. And today I wanted to give you some tips and tricks that I use that week that you can use as well and make probably even more money than I did. I freaking love doing Instacart, mainly because it gets me out of the house, which is very important for my mental health right now, especially this year. We also get to help people by doing this. Like the other day I was delivering to this old couple, and this cute old lady was thanking me because they weren't able to get out of the house since last March because her husband has cancer. So she was just thanking me for delivering their groceries and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, you're breaking my heart, lady, stop. Which really helped me appreciate this job even more. You also get a really good workout from it. And trust me, those carts get pretty heavy, especially when you have to carry freaking 10 cases of water. Trust me, I'm not exaggerating. I have had a few of those orders where it's literally 10 cases of water. My car is just full of cases. It can get pretty intense sometimes, I just want to warn you, but it's a good workout, it's good for you. And it's also so fun. If you think about it as a game, you get a list and then you have to look for everything in the store. If you think about it as a game, it's actually pretty fun. I don't know if I'm just crazy for thinking about it that way, but that's what keeps me sane as well. Overall, I think Instacart is pretty freaking good, so I really recommend it. And if you're thinking about signing up, I would really appreciate it if you use my referral code, which I'm gonna leave right here. I'm also gonna leave it in the description box down below. You obviously don't have to use it, but I would really appreciate it if you did. But yeah, other than that, let's just get started. Let's go into the store and let me give you some tips. I just realized that I can't really talk inside the store because of the copyrighted music that they're playing all the time. So I'm back in the car. But my first tip is to be fast. Literally as fast as this guy. Holy. You have to be as quick as you can. When taking the orders, you have to scan through it super quick, and if you want to take it, just take it, because if not, someone else will take it before you. You have to be fast when you're replacing things. I know it can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but just communicate with your customer and try to replace things as quick as possible. And you also have to be quick when delivering the food to the customer. And I know it can be challenging sometimes. For example, this one day I had to deliver to a building, and this freaking customer, they only give me the address for the building. They didn't give me their apartment number. They didn't give me their buzzer number, and they weren't answering their phone, their calls or messages. So I waited for a little bit, called them 5 times, and now it's listen, I'm so sorry. I tried to reach out to you. I have no idea where I'm dropping this off. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave it in the lobby. I felt super bad for leaving their food at the lobby, but there was nothing I could do. I literally tried everything, and it was their fault, to be honest. So that's what I did. And I think they felt bad too because they bumped up my tip. I thought they were gonna complain to Instacart and everything, but they actually bumped it up $3 or $4. I was not expecting that, but okay, I'll take it. All right, this next tip, I feel like not many people talk about it, but it's so necessary. You need a wagon, a little cart. You need it. If not, you're going to suffer. a little bit, but you're going to suffer. You can also carry like a small dolly, but to be honest, a wagon is just so much better, because if you have a bunch of bags, a dolly is not gonna do much. But with a wagon, you can literally put anything in there, so it's super helpful. Mainly if you have to deliver to buildings, oh my god, that is such a pain. If you don't have one, I don't even know what you're gonna do. Oh my god, I had to learn the hard way. This one time, this guy ordered 10 cases of water, 10 cases of 24 water bottles, and he lived in a building, and I didn't have one at the time. I didn't have a trolley, I didn't have a wagon, I didn't have anything. And I literally messaged him. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm not prepared for this, can you please help me? And he had to come down and help me because I literally didn't know what to do, and I was not gonna do 10 trips just to deliver that. So I asked for help. I probably shouldn't have, but whatever. That was like when I first started, so whatever. But yeah, you definitely need a wagon. This next tip is more of a recommendation, I would say. And I just recommend going to the same store if possible, like the same few stores. That way you can learn the layout, you can learn where everything is, and you can go get stuff a lot quicker. You can actually go to a different store than the one Instacart sends you to. All you have to do is go to the store you want to go to, and once you get there, you press start shopping. A little menu is going to show up and tell you that you're not at the right location. And it's gonna ask you if you wanna keep shopping there or if you wanna go to the store they recommend it for you. And all you have to do is just say shop here, and that's it. Obviously, don't do that if it doesn't make sense for you, but if it does, there you go. Oh, one thing that I forgot to say is that even if you go to a different store, you're still gonna get paid the same, like from the original store to the customer. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but the kilometers that you see on the orders are not from where you are to the store or anything like that. It's from the store to the customer. So be careful with that, because I know some people have picked stores that are like 40 minutes away by accident. So don't do that unless you want to do that. Okay, this next tip is very helpful for me. I hope it's helpful for you as well. But you can actually check the customer's address at any moment. All you have to do is go on the little information icon, and it's literally right there. And you can open Google Maps straight from there. So while you're doing nothing in the checkout line, now that lines are freaking 20 minutes long, you can check where your customer is, and you can plan your route and everything. Route? I don't know. Without getting lost or getting confused with the maps or anything. I don't know. It helps me a lot, and I hope it helps you. I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but you are not paying taxes with every paycheck that you get from Instacart. Like usually if you had a regular job, that usually gets deducted from your paycheck before they even give it to you. With Instacart, you have to keep that in mind every week, because you have to save money for taxes. If not, you're gonna cry in like March. Trust me, it is not a nice feeling having to come up with a bunch of money in like March, April to pay for taxes, when you can just save up just a little bit from every paycheck and just use that money for taxes, like you should be. But yeah, please keep that in mind, because I feel like not a lot of people think about that until it's too late. So yeah, please do not forget to do that. When you're parking your car, I would highly recommend that you park close to a returning cart lane thingy. You know, the little things where you return the shopping cart? You know what I'm talking about. That thing, I would recommend that you park close to that, because you don't want to be walking around the whole parking lot just to return the cart, and you also don't want to leave it just anywhere like ignorant people. Yeah? Okay. This is kind of obvious, but try to park as close to the door as you can, because if you have a heavy cart, oh my god, trust me, you're gonna want your car as close as possible. A lot of things look very different from the little picture that Instacart gives you, so make sure you're reading labels and asking employees if you can't find something you're looking for, because you want to avoid giving refunds as much as you can. Mainly because if the customer picked a percentage for your tip, that's going to be lower than you expect if you give a lot of refunds, so try to avoid that as much as you can. Okay, so this next tip is not really about Instacart, but it's still going to help you and save you money. So I'm not sure how it works in the States, but here in Canada, Gas is a lot cheaper at night than it is during the day and in the morning, so make sure you wait until then to pump gas, because even if the difference is just 5 to 10 cents, it's going to add up, trust me. So unless you absolutely need it, I would definitely wait until nighttime to pump gas. I feel like not a lot of people know about that or have paid attention to it, so if you're one of them, you're welcome. If you're not very good at multitasking, I recommend you work on that skill, because you're definitely gonna need it. A lot of customers want to communicate with you a lot, so you're gonna have to learn to walk while you text and look for stuff while you text, because communication is huge on Instacart. Because just imagine that you're the customer, you want to know like what's happening and stuff. So I get it, but you can be stopping just to text someone back, because you're gonna be wasting a lot of time, and that's your time, which is your money. So make sure you learn to do both at the same time. That's actually what I get the most in my reviews, so I guess that's what customers value the most. Actually, not what they value the most, but it's definitely appreciated a lot. So make sure you have really good communication skills. Oh my god, this last one is so important. So once you get your shopping list, make sure you go through the whole list and you really pay attention to everything that's on there. Like, just scan through it, and while you're walking around, just keep scanning through it, because you have no idea how many times I've seen things that I need like out of place or in the middle of an aisle, and that just saves you so much time. So make sure you're always like looking at the list and you're always like looking around. I find things that I need out of place so frequently, it's actually pretty crazy. So make sure you're always paying attention to that. Okay, one more thing that I want to say is that I know it can be difficult and frustrating at first, but please do not get discouraged. It is gonna get better, trust me. Instacart is like a regular job, so at first you're going to be kind of in probation, so they're not gonna send you as many batches, and they're also gonna be pretty small, just so you can prove yourself and you can prove to them that you're a good shopper and that people are happy with it. Once you start getting pretty good reviews, actually good reviews, like they have to be excellent reviews, they're gonna start sending you more, and the money gets good. So do not get discouraged at first. I feel like the last video that I made, that was on my first day, it was like 4 p.m. and I was like, there's no more batches, this sucks. I would get one like every once in a while, and that definitely changed. First of all, 4 p.m. is not late. I can literally work from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. and I always have batches, and they're usually pretty freaking good. So you just gotta wait, stick with it, just push through it at the beginning and it'll get better, trust me. Just try to do your best every single time so you get good reviews. Actually, you want 5-star reviews every single time so you can get better and more batches. So just be the best you can and you'll be good. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. If you got inspired to start doing Instacart, don't forget to use my referral code down below. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!